So today's idea of the day is that Apple should offer free stations on Apple Radio, especially the stations that you created. Like when Apple Radio first started out, it was almost identical to the concepts behind iHeartRadio and Pandora, which is to say you could create a station and they encouraged you to create stations. So there it was, I launched it, I says, all right, let me create a station for blues, a station for classic rock, a station for classical, a station for country, and I kind of mixed and matched certain artists to build stations that were kind of the way I wanted for whatever my mood was. And what they ended up doing is when they finally transitioned over to the new Apple Radio, the new improved Apple Radio, it suddenly became a pay model. And I don't have a problem with a pay model when there's no commercials. But I don't mind commercials, to be honest with you. I mean, if you're not using the platform enough, it's okay. You hear the commercials every now and then, and that's fine. But now, as soon as I go to even the stations I had created while it was free, the first thing you see, and you touch it, is, hey, do you want your 3-month trial? And you say, no thanks, and it's this tiny little thing. So basically, they're forcing you into either the pay model, which is easy to accidentally to fall into because you can just tap it, or essentially you just can't use it. So I think, I mean, radio started out in the turn of the century, last century, and they didn't know what to do with it, and the commercial model has been around since that day. It seemed like, all right, well, we don't know what to do. We sell these boxes, but how do we make money off it? So they started airing commercials, and people didn't mind the commercials. I mean, some people even, whatever, it's a nice little break. But, and to be honest with you, I'm not saying I love commercials. I'm just saying I don't hate them. And I'm capable of listening to a radio station and waiting through the commercials if that means I can get to have my entertainment essentially sponsored by the radio, by the sponsors, essentially. So what they need to do is they need to rethink the concept of having a commercial version of Apple Radio, so that you go into Apple Radio and you can make your own station up. We're not talking about a station where there's a DJ and the commercials would kind of break the flow. We're talking about one of their non-live stations without a DJ, and that's 99% of their stations. You create a station called, I don't know, Blues Brothers, and you're listening to the Blues Brothers, and it throws in a song from Robert Cray and B.B. King and all kinds of other classic blues, and then you hear a commercial. Fine, I could deal with that. And then it goes on to the next song. So now people like me who don't want to pay to subscribe to something I don't use that often are essentially going to use Pandora and iHeartRadio. And Apple is really dropping the ball on this one, and I think they went the wrong direction by making the entire service a subscription model. And so basically I'm saying they should make a commercial option which is free. And that's today's idea of the day. So there it is. That's today's idea of the day. Now, if you subscribe to my brand new YouTube channel, you'll see a brand new idea every single day. And if you do, I promise you, some of the ideas are going to be great. Some of them are going to suck. I mean, I have to admit that. Some of them are going to suck. It's the law of averages. But some of them won't suck. And isn't that worth subscribing to? Thanks.